Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to part 2 of our shed, putting it together and installing it. And you've noticed that my back is pretty red here. Now, that's another tip. Don't go in the Florida sun with no shirt on without sunscreen. I was in misery for several days after that. Well, here we are. We're trying to put the doors on. There's a long rod that go down there that acts as hinges. And you got to get the holes lined up with a little circle in the bottom, like I told you. Because you got to put a cotter pin in that bottom there to keep it from rotating that. So then you got to get this rod down into that thing, and if you get it down in there too far or in the wrong direction, you can't turn it. That's what I did, so I had a problem. I had to actually take the whole door back off again and start all over again. So that's something you may want to think about when you put that in there. That's a critical point, because you don't want to have to take those doors back and forth off and on. My wife is trying to help, but she can't do a whole lot of stuff, and she gets a little nervous at anything you do, and well, at least we got the doors on, and got things together, but that's about all I could get out of her. So, like I said, you need 2 people. Definitely need 2 people to do a good job on this and get it done. And you can get it done in a lot shorter time. It took me almost 3.5 days to get this thing together. Now here you can see we're going to try to put that first gable up. And you got to get it lined up and everything. But we'll get it. Just a matter of time. I think I had to deburr one of the holes because the holes wasn't opened up. And like I said, I didn't deburr everything like I should have ahead of time. So if you go over and check everything else first before you deburr, it'll make it a whole lot easier on you. You gotta get that absolutely straight and even, otherwise it won't slide down over them pipes. as you can see, we're having a little trouble getting things lined up in there. It's kind of a flimsy thing when you get until you get it all together, really. But we finally will get it eventually. It just takes us a little while.
With these holes.
Okay, you're going to get a big open space.
This piece
You're barely on it.
I know.
Shove it. Go ahead. Yeah. That should be right there. Got it? Yeah. Got it up over there.
Like I said, it's kind of time consuming to do a lot of this stuff and get everything all lined up just absolutely perfect. In this particular corner right here, it gave me a lot of problems because it didn't want to line up at all. I had to make some adjustments, and I had to come back the next day and redo this section right there where we're working on right now. but I did manage to get it. Did it a little bit of unorthodox way of doing things, but I got it done, and I'm happy with it. And if anybody says, would you buy that shed again? I probably would buy another one just like it, because I learned a lot from doing it the first time. I won't make the same mistakes the second time. So, but I do recommend it. It's a good shed. It's solid. And I think you'd be happy with one if you bought one for yourself too.
Lined up out here. Got it?
Well, we finally got the doors all on there. It was working pretty good. One thing I didn't show is the mounting of the hardware on the doors, the handles and stuff. That's pretty simple. Just follow the instructions on it. Although my doors didn't quite fit because everything didn't line up, I had to make some adjustments on both the doors and that cable again. But everything worked out now. Everything is working just fine. I have no problems with it. And as you can see, things are going quite well right now. And I'm just adjusting some of the locking mechanism on the door, make sure that everything, the latch is working properly. And here you can see now that we've put some of the roofing on. We put that other gable on. I didn't show the videos of that. But I got some of the roofing on. And I left a couple of spots so I can show you how I did that. And that's what we'll do right now. We'll go ahead and put the rest of that roofing up there. And you can see how I had to take care of that, how the roof panels slide right up into those roof rafters, the grooves in the roof rafters. And the roof comes in these individual panels for each side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think about 7 or 8 panels for each side. And like I said, they just fit down into those grooves. But it's pretty tight. Like I said, if you don't have them screws and them rafters in the right way, those panels won't go in at all. Make sure you put them screws in there the way they tell you to. Now I'm getting inside there so that I can make sure everything is going to fit inside and to get them all lined up inside. And I have to go back outside and tap that in again a little bit. I ain't got it in there quite far enough. I think I did. Now I can put at least 1 or 2 screws in there. Hold it in place while I got that there. There's some little bitty notches in the roof panels that you have to make everything lined up properly. Otherwise the screw holes won't fit. Well, we're making sure that everything is squared up, fits. There's, the roof panels have to fit into, or the walls have to fit into a little groove that's in the roof panel that helps line it up. Like I said, there's a little plug in each one. It has a little indentation into the rafter. So you got to get them all lined up just right. Now I got to go up there and pound them edges down so everything is level. And then I can finish screwing it in there. Using a rubber mallet so you don't damage anything. Of course, I'm sure you already knew that, but just another little suggestion. Now, Lifetime is a good company. They make a lot of different things here. They make playground things. They make sporting goods equipment like your basketball nets and badminton nets. They also do tables, chairs, folding tables and chairs. They do playground equipment. Of course, they do a lot of the outdoor storage areas, the smaller sheds or small boxes and stuff. And they also make outdoor furniture, tables and benches. They do kayaks, water sports, and they also do swing sets, outdoor playground equipment. So that may be something you might be interested in as well. And it seems to be they do a good job, and it's pretty quality items for what you're getting. And the prices aren't too bad. I'm just screwing the walls to the roof. All these holes have to line up, otherwise you're not going to be able to put all the screws in where they're supposed to go. So before you put any screws in, make sure you got everything lined up and where it's supposed to be. Well, I got all the roof panels up there now. Now we got to put all the ridge in, the vents in, the skylights in, and that's what we're going to try to do now. And this is another kind of a difficult, but not too bad. But you got to be real careful because one overlaps the other, and just read the instructions carefully on this one, so because this you don't want anything leaking on your roof. And make sure that your drill or whatever you're using is on a low setting. I decided I was going to use a screwdriver for a while, but kind of got to my hand, so I did a little bit of both. I think that's probably what I'm doing right now. I'm checking, make sure I get the right screws in the right place. And of course, this is the end cap that goes on there that has to overhang on the gable, and that's one of the first things you put in. Of course, that attaches also to the gable from the inside. By the way, actually, they tell you start from the front and work to the back, because that's the way everything is set up, because each one attaches from through the roof, through the ridge on top as well, and it screws into the ridge on the top. I apologize for some of this stuff being quite long. I haven't learned how to speed this film up yet with this program that I'm using. I'm working on it, and eventually I may try it out and see how it works. But on this video, I'm just going to have to let it go long. I apologize. I've cut a lot of stuff out of the video, but I wanted to keep some of the important stuff in so you guys would know how to do it if it come down to it for yourselves. I was able to manage to cut it down so that I only have 2 videos. We have part 1 and part 2. So this will conclude the putting the shed together once we get through this video. I'd like to take this time to also thank all my family and friends out there in YouTube land. And I just want to let you know that none of my videos are monetized. I make absolutely no money from anybody, anything here. And I hope you enjoy all my videos. Thank you for supporting me as we go along. Thanks for supporting the channel. And if you'd like to see a lot more of these videos, I'm going to try to do the best I can, even though I only live on Social Security in my retirement. I try to get as many videos as I can out with different things that I do. And if you like them, you want to see more, please subscribe. And make sure you put a like on there, down at the bottom of the video. And we'll make some more videos and see what you can do with them. All right, thank you. You know, we're getting close to the end of this video today now, and I appreciate you watching. I want you to make sure you all have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video. And here we have the shed complete, all put together. And if you have any comments, please leave them, and I'll try to get back with you. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. And I just hope you like it and like these videos that I do for you guys. Why I do it, I just do it for the fun of it, and I do it for you guys and enjoy it. Thanks again. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Here I'm just showing you the bolts I use for anchoring the shed to the cement slab. Thanks. Have a great day.